Good morning and happy, Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday the 13th. So glad to have you. Thank you all for being here, my fantastic Critterverse. For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Rev, and I'm happy to have you. Welcome. I would like to ask everybody, if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that thumbs up now before you forget. And because today's message is going to be, I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know. It's something that has been on my heart and on my mind. And you guys know that I don't control messages. I never know when they're going to come out. That's up to spirit. So, anywho, today we're going to be talking about mindfulness and meditation. So, cheers. So mindfulness and meditation. A lot of people are like, huh? I don't do that meditation, that new age bullshit. Well, you know what? Meditation is not what you think it is. I think it's got a bad stigma attached to the name, but a lot of people think that it is, new age codswallow, but it's not. So we'll see. We'll talk about it. We'll get there. So speaking of getting there, I hope everybody is having a fantastic week so far. I'm exceptionally pleased with the way that mine is going. So don't forget to thank your spirit guides and your divine spirits and angels for all of the blessings that you are getting, that they are bestowing upon you, even the tiny ones. So please keep them in mind. Say thank you. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so mindfulness and meditation. Put that back. Mindfulness and meditation. So basically mindfulness. Mindfulness is just your ability to be fully present. Just aware of what you're doing, where you are, not overreacting or being completely overwhelmed on, what's going on around us, situational reactions, things like that. I'm seeing a lot on social media of reactionary tactics, if you will, to and from people. And some people will say that they're blaming it on the retrograde, and some people blame it on the full moon in Libra and all that stuff. And yeah, I think that, some of that can be contributed to it, but a lot of times the stuff that I've been seeing is just people being assholes. And because they're hiding behind a screen, it's okay, but it's, and so take it for what it is. So we're going to talk about mindfulness and meditation and just letting go. So here we go. Mindfulness, not being overwhelmed. Sorry, there is the fly. Mindfulness. Everybody has the ability to be mindful about things. Whether or not they choose to use the ability is actually up to that person. It's practice. If you're not used to focusing on mindfulness and the processes of it, it can be a little bit difficult to grasp for some people, not everybody, it's easier than it seems. It's simple, but it's not easy. Does that make sense? Yeah. The goal, essentially, for mindfulness is to wake up the inner workings of the mental, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual processes that are going on within us. Mindfulness. So, next thing we're going to touch on, what's meditation? Meditation is, it's not, well, it is, but it's, finish your thought, Rev. Okay, it's, people think meditation, they think a bunch of, people sitting around in a field on squishy pillows and, and there's trees and birds and this music and pan flutes and, sure, that can be meditation, absolutely, but meditation can also be sitting on your couch and just focusing on something that you want to think about. So, again, being present. You don't have to have a vacuumous head. You don't have to sit there and clear your mind of everything. You can be distracted. We're distracted all the time. My mind wanders more than you can ever freaking know. And it's just, it's the point of meditation is venturing into the inner workings of your mind, as terrifying as that may seem to some people. I know that the inner workings of my mind is fucking terrifying, so I got you. Just really focusing on sensation, emotion, how you're feeling, thoughts. What are you? If you smell something, if you think you hear something, it's just going into the inner workings of your mind and focusing on them, and being mindful of what's going on in your brain, while you're focusing. You can meditate anytime. You can just stop. I mean, have you ever, you just get to that point where it's just like, all right, I'm going to explode. Let me just take a moment. And you shut your eyes and you breathe deep and you count to 10. You say your alphabet backwards in French, whatever calms you down. You're meditating because you're focusing on how you're feeling, what you're doing, and the situations around you, and you're meditating. Whether you're conscious of it or not, that's what you're doing. So that's great. I'm looking at my notes here, sorry. Mindfulness practice, basically, or not basically, but sorry, the basics of mindfulness practice. Just take a minute, take a few minutes. Just set some time aside for yourself. And it doesn't have to be anything special. It doesn't have to be, a squishy cushion or a bench or, a pile of grass in the backyard or anything like that. Like I said, sit on your couch. I'm sitting in Critter Corner. Just, it's not so much locational as it is situational. Yeah. You don't need any sort of special anything. You don't need bells or Tibetan singing bowls or anything like that. Sorry, I just feel the need to cleanse my space real quick. Hold still. Sorry. I'm just having a... Yeah. I just kind of need to do that. So yeah, it's just set some time aside. You don't need special equipment or special anything. All you need to do is just have the intent on being mindful. have the intent to take a moment to yourself to focus on your mind and your brains and what's going on in your mind and your brains, and, taking some time for you. So the next thing is observing the moment as it is. Observe your present, and it's not so much quieting of the mind, but it's simple. It's just paying attention. Pay attention. You don't have to, have this state of eternal calm or, anything like that. Sorry, I'm real distracted right now if you can't tell. So I'm floating it towards you guys. Hi. So it's easier said than done. I know. Like I said, it's simple, but it's not necessarily easy. So anyway, get out of your judgment space. We all have judgment space, people. We can claim that we're not judgy people, but we are. Everybody judges, whether we want to or not. If you're noticing judgments popping up while you're trying to meditate, make a note of them and push it out of your brain. Okay, next thought. Boom. Return to your moment, which is what I'm trying to do right now. Return to your moment. Just, you get carried away in your thoughts sometimes, and mindfulness is the practice of getting back to your focus point. You find your mind wandering, did I feed the cat? Ooh, look, an elephant on a pogo stick. Okay. Thoughts crop up. It's okay. You don't have to banish them or get mad or, I can't do this. Recognize them. Acknowledge those thoughts. And then slowly and surely, mindfully focus yourself back on the task at hand. There's no reason to get persnickety with yourself. It's very simple. Just get comfy. Be mindful of what your body is doing, essentially, for when you're meditating. Just focus on your breathing. Focus on being calm as you can be. Be mindful of your thoughts, because it's not just actions that you can manifest into reality. It's thoughts. It's words. Try to be as positive as you can, but if all you can focus on when you're trying to be mindful are things that wouldn't necessarily be considered positive, try to spin them into something. Instead of saying, I can't believe my day is going so terribly, say to yourself, what can I do to make my day better? What could happen that could make my day better? Try to spin it in a positive way. Always try to spin things in a positive way. It's one big part of being mindful. Practice makes perfect, honestly. I know that sounds cliche and trite and just stupid as fuck, but it's true. The more you get used to meditating and being mindful and focusing on your intention and focusing on your thoughts and words and actions, the better you'll get at it. And you'll see the fruition of your actions, for lack of a better term. You'll start noticing the fruits of your labor. It's all you have to do is just practice. Keep doing it. Nothing terribly exciting there. I don't know what's distracting. There's something doing, and it's distracting, and it's they're talking to me. It's interesting, to say the least. But going back to the social media thing that I touched on earlier, guys, come on. We're adults. Quit with the snarky, catty, childish tweets and Facebook posts. And you know what? If something doesn't go your way, if you don't like the way that somebody did something or whatever, you know what? Okay, your opinion, your issue, keep it to your fucking self. There is no reason to go in public and start bashing people and publicly calling people out just because you don't happen to share their opinions, thoughts, feelings, or anything. You know what? Be an adult. Come on. Quit hiding behind your screen. Act like the adult that you are. Come on. What's the point? What is the point of going on a social media platform and saying, well, I don't particularly care for the way that this person did this, or how they stated that, or how these folks are acting or doing, or what they're saying, or how somebody else reacted to somebody else's something or other. Who the fuck cares about what your opinion is? Who the fuck cares what my opinion is? It's my opinion. I'm allowed to have it. This is my channel. This is my platform. You're here for a reason, so you're listening to it. It's a choice. But the one thing that I cannot emphasize enough is stop reacting to it. You're feeding the negativity. Be mindful of your positive self. If somebody starts bashing you, starts slamming you, starts going after you, slander, libel, they're trying to come at you and take your reputation, take your followers, take your people. If they are just trying to come at you like the wrath of God, be the bigger person. Don't react. If you know what you did is true, right, and if you know what you did and you didn't do shit, and it doesn't really even matter. You know your truth. Be the bigger person. Just don't react to them. Because when you react, that's when they get all excited. Ah, thanks. Oh, they reacted. Oh, yay, I can do it again. I know how to get to them now. Don't react. Just let it go. You're bigger than that. Be the adult. Because if you're the adult and you don't react and you just let it go, you're mindful of your actions, thoughts, and feelings, you know that that other person is being a dick, and you don't react, automatically people are going to look at you more favorably in the situation. Because you don't have to defend your truth. You don't have to defend your truth. If you know somebody else is lying or telling their versions of what the truth is. You know your truth. You don't have to justify it, clarify it, defend it, or anything to them or to anybody else. I mean, it's as simple as that. You'll notice my mug has changed. It's because it's one of those magic mugs that, when it gets hot, changes color. But my point is, you're feeding the beast when you react to it. Because defending yourself a lot of times comes across as fear. And you don't want to do that. We all know what happens when you show fear. People pounce. Don't let them pounce. Just be the bigger person. Let it go. Don't say a word. Karma works. So that's basically it. And on the note of karma, I have been, I just want to touch on something here real quick. I have been asked to comment several times on a certain situation that has come up recently. And my only opinion of the matter is I have no opinion on the matter. I feel horrible for what an exceptionally horrific thing happened. I send my heart to families involved, but as far as the person, I have no opinion. So let's leave it at that, okay? Neither should you. Not your circus, not your monkeys. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And again, hit that like button, subscribe, share, do all that fun and exciting stuff. I know it's been a little bit sort of squirrely, but hey, look who you're talking to. I love you guys very, very much. And I wish you all of the love and light and peace and prosperity and abundance that you can possibly stand. Sincerely, genuinely, honestly. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Cheers.